we're gonna be unlocking the brand new speed demon car and seeing if it's worth buying on a dusty trip. Let's get right into this. So here's the car right here, and it says it's the fastest car in the game, and also says that it's OP. So we're gonna be seeing if that's true. So I haven't tested this car out at all, so I'm really hoping that's as fast as people say. So anyway, let's equip it right there, and now let's jump into the plains map and let's test it out. We're now on the plains map, and it looks like it actually spawns with a gas canister, which is pretty nice, because then that means we get to start with 18 liters of fuel, and I'm really hoping this thing doesn't drain our gas. With all the new cars they've been adding, they all drain your gas, so I'm hoping that this one doesn't. We now finished building the car, and I went ahead and put 9 liters of gas in there just for testing. We'll fuel it up a little bit more later on, but first let's just see how much gas it uses. And also, this car right here looks pretty cool. They could have put like a better color on it, but I think overall it's pretty cool. So they're calling this the fastest car, so that means it must be faster than the F1 car. And I think I actually backed up into the fence, so let's hop out. And never mind, I forgot we actually can't push this car. Well, anyway, there we go. We managed to get it unstuck. So make sure that you don't back up into the fence. Anyway, let's go and turn it on, and let's go and keep driving. So hopefully this is really fast, because I am looking for a brand new fastest car, because I've been using these same cars for like ages, and so far it's not going too fast. It is speeding up pretty quickly though, so let's try to see what the max speed is. And it's still going up, and we're still going pretty fast. So yeah, this actually might be the new best car in the game, because we're already going really fast and it's still going up. All right, there we go. So it looks like it maxes out at 465. Well, never mind. It looks like it maxes out at like 464. And all right, it looks like we're starting to go down. That's a pretty bad sign, because that means we either ran out of gas, ran out of oil, or ran out of water. So that's not a good sign so far. And although we're already slowing down, let's just see how far we can get before we come to a complete stop. We now made it to like 4.3 thousand meters, and we are still going, but we're going pretty slow. So let's just go ahead and stop it right here, and let's see what the problem was. So we started slowing down at like 2,000 meters, but we were able to get all the way to 4.4 thousand meters. So let's see if this is the gas, and no, we still have tons of gas left. All right, that's super surprising. Let's see what the problem was. So let's check it over here, and we still have water, and we still have oil. So I think the radiator just might be glitched, and maybe that's why we started to slow down, because we still have tons of gas left, which is actually insane, because all these new cars, they absolutely drain your gas. So we started slowing down at 2,000 meters, so that means we only use 0.2 liters of gas in 2,000 meters. That is insane. And I think what the problem was is we were going so fast that the engine overheated, and the radiator couldn't cool down the engine in time. So I think that's what the problem was, but we should be able to start driving. But I actually stopped right here since there is a building just in case we need more gas, but it looks like we don't. So we naturally close the door, put this down, and now we can just keep driving. So I'm like 99% sure that the problem was we were going too fast, that the engine overheated, and the radiator couldn't cool it down fast enough. So that just shows how crazy fast this car is. Anyway, let's make sure that we don't go too fast up here, or else we're just gonna drive straight into the river. And I think I may have found a problem. I think this car is too low that I can't get on this thing right here, because I just drove up to it and it just pushed it forward. So that's a pretty bad sign. Like, let's try to start driving, and let's go pretty fast. And no. All right, well, it looks like we actually can't get on it, which we actually don't die from the river unless we touch those things right here. So I think we might be able to get around it. So let's actually grab this and let's put it on here. So I have a plan. So let's go ahead and fill this up a little bit, not too much, like right there. Now let's go ahead and pull this lever, and oh, it brought it backwards. All right, well, I didn't even know that was a thing. Anyway, let's try driving on it again, and yeah, it looks like you can't get on the bridge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the bridge go forward, and then we're just gonna drive in the water. So let's flip the lever to make it go forward, because we just need it to move forward a little bit. And as you can see, we can walk in the water as long as we don't touch these like borders right here. If we touch the borders, then we do die. So anyway, let's grab this and let's just attach it to our car for later. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drive in the water. So we're gonna drive in the water like right here, and now we're gonna get on the very edge, not gonna touch it, just like right here. And now we're just gonna drive forward. It is quite difficult. We gotta make sure that we don't touch the thing, and there we go. Now all we gotta do is make it up here, and we gotta make it up there smoothly. So this is gonna be pretty close though. Let's see if we can get up. All right, maybe we gotta go faster. So let's back up, and now let's try going super fast and just like ramming into it, and maybe we'll fly over. And no. All right, well, we did sadly die right there. So it looks like this wasn't really tested on the bridge. So I'm now in a new game, and I did go ahead and tell one of the developers about the bug where you can't cross the bridge, and they said that they would fix it, so you can expect that to be fixed pretty soon. But anyway, in the meantime, while they're fixing it, I think I have a plan. I think I have an idea on how we can go ahead and pass the bridge. So anyway, let's toss all these things back on. So once again, we're just filling up with 9 liters of gas, tossing the extra gas canister up top, and now let's hop in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the big wheels right over there, because the big wheels should allow us to get over that little bump at the end of the bridge. So let's stop right here, and now let's open this up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these, and we're gonna attach them to the top of our car. We're not gonna grab all of them. We're only gonna grab 2 of them, and we're gonna put 2 of them on the 2 front wheels. But not right now. We're gonna save that for whenever we get to the bridge. So let's attach them right there. And now once again, let's just drive all the way to the bridge. And we should be able to get there in like 2 minutes just because of how fast this car is. Also, even though the engine overheats, it should cool down within like 5 seconds because it still has the water from the radiator cooling it down. So even though that overheats and it starts slowing your car down, you should be able to turn your engine back on in like under 5 seconds. So that's like not even a problem. Which actually the developer that I contacted who I told about the bug, they actually said that I could back up onto it. They are still fixing the bug, but they said that I should be able to back up onto the bridge, which would actually be awesome because then that means we wouldn't even need to risk using the big wheels because the problem is the front of the car is so low that I was just pushing the bridge forward, but the back of the car is kind of like lifted upwards, so we should be able to back up onto the bridge and then just easily pass it. We now made it back to 5,000 meters, so let's go and turn our engine on. So this time we're just gonna back up onto it, which let's actually get down here just so we make sure we line it up. And this might be a little hard because we can't really see out the back, so we just gotta like line it up with your road right here and then just hope that we're aligned with it. So we're now aligned with the road, so let's kind of back up onto it and let's see if it works. And I think it did. And let's go, it did work. All right, so let's go and pull the brake. Let's turn the engine off, and now let's hop out. And oh, we kind of like glitched in. I think that's probably because of the door. And there we go. Yep, that actually worked pretty well. So we can actually get rid of these big wheels because we no longer need them. Anyway, let's go and fill up the generator. So we still need like 3 liters gas like usual, but a spare 3 liters gas shouldn't even be a problem for this car since it barely uses any. So let's go and check, and we still have 8.6 liters gas. That is insane. The past like 20 cars they added were all like terrible cars, and they all like drained your gas, or they went super slow, or both. But this one goes super fast and it doesn't drain your fuel. It looks like we sadly got this like toxic effect, which is quite annoying. I think it's because of the acid rain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna hop in here and I'm gonna use a revive just so I don't have to like deal with that acid rain effect the entire game, because I want to try going super far. Anyway, let's just attach the extra gas to the top. I'm not gonna put it in because I kind of want to see how far we get with just 9 liters gas, because with all the other cars 9 liters gas would probably be enough to make it to like 3,000 meters, but with this car we only use 0.4 liters and we already made it past 5,000 meters, which is insane. But anyway, let's go and drive all the way to the new checkpoint now. I believe the newest checkpoint is at like 25,000 meters, and let's actually stop real quick and we might flip over. Hopefully this car has auto flip. Let's see if oh never mind, we just fell off the edge. No. All right, well that is terrible. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to restart this run. I was trying to turn around while going super fast because I actually saw the dude who gave you the tractor quest, so I was gonna get the quest from him so we could go ahead and get the tractor. But yeah, make sure not to turn around while going fast. You can stop your car and then turn around, but if you're going like 500 kilometers per hour, make sure you don't try to turn around. But anyway, this car right here is the brand new best car in the game because it barely uses any gas and it goes super fast, which is insane. The only downside is really like how low the front is, so you kind of have to like back up onto the bridge instead of driving forward, but they should probably fix that super soon. But yeah, this car is insanely good though. And also it says you're able to get it for the next like 23 days, which is also pretty good because that probably means that they won't really add too many new Roblox cars within the next like couple weeks. So if there's like one car that I recommend getting, then it would probably be this one right here because right now it's crazy OP. But anyway, that is gonna be all for this video though, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next video.